So I've talked before about wanting to become a father, to get married and to have children. But now that I think about it, in the past couple of years, I've been trying to avoid getting into a serious relationship. And it's because of my fear of commitment. And this extends to other aspects of life as well, not just relationships. I feel that the reason why I feel like I don't fit in, I don't belong anywhere, I'm constantly trying different things, moving from places to places, and wanting to escape society in general. It's because of this fear of commitment, you know? Now, without trying to philosophize too much into this, without trying to analyze this whole thing too much, I feel like the reason why I don't really want to be associated with any sort of organization or to be part of anything, yet also yearning for that sense of connection and belonging, is because simply of this fear of commitment. Possibly at some point in my past, I would have experienced some form of trauma, or maybe some events happened to me to have caused me to think this way, to have caused me to fear commitment and to be vulnerable and to share myself completely with others around me. Maybe something happened and I don't really know why. I really don't know why, what really happened. I mean, I could sit here and I think about all of my past relationships and how the people did not put in as much effort as me trying to make this relationship work, you know? I could sit here all day and think about all those things. And perhaps that's the reason why I fear commitment. You know, I've tried to get into religion. I've tried to identify with a single religion, and I couldn't go through with it, you know? I joined a church. I called myself a Christian. I called myself a Catholic. And I went to Bible study and I tried to be a part of this non-denominational Christianity group. I went through all those initiation processes. And when it comes to the profession of faith stage, I could not go through with it. I could not call myself belonging to that particular denomination, religion, or organization. You know, I've volunteered, but I can't really call myself being a part of that organization. I get employed, but I still don't know where I want to go. I say that my job doesn't define me, and that whatever my occupation is, that is not really me. And so I'm constantly lost, you know? I'm constantly trying to find a place in this world. And yet, I fear becoming static. I fear that my identity becoming fixed to a certain location, organization, or group of people, you know? And that's why I feel like I'm always searching for something. I'm always wandering. I never really have a place to call home. Even my ethnicity, my culture. I grew up in a Vietnamese household. I spent the first years of my childhood in Vietnam. And then I went abroad. I came to Australia. That's like adopting a new identity, you know? Speaking a different language, suddenly your brain operates in a different way. You know, when a person learns a new language, the mind becomes split in half. They are forced to battle between these two identities. It's hard for me to put this into words, but those of you who are bilingual, trilingual, or quadrilingual can understand this. When you speak multiple languages, you're forced to think in a different way. And I don't know, I'm constantly wrestling with my identities. I don't fit in anywhere, you know? And rather than trying to adopt a certain identity, I fear commitment, so I'm running away from all of my affiliations. It's a real dilemma for me. It's a real dilemma. And this is a first world problem, I realized. Meanwhile, somewhere out there in this world, some poor soul in a third world country is battling for his life, working back-breaking jobs in order to support his family. The only thing that he knows about, to worship a God that he devoted his entire life towards worshiping. You know, it's a simple life. You work hard, you provide for your family, you worship your God, you keep the commandments. It's a simple life. You don't sit here and you wonder with what political party you subscribe to, what certain ideologies you believe in, or how do you call yourself, what are your pronouns, what do you identify with. You know, you don't sit here and you philosophize these things. Yeah, I realized the reason why I wanted to sort of erase all of my identities, just forget about who I was in the past, becoming someone new, cutting off all my identification documents, becoming a gypsy, moving from land to land, meeting new people, working odd jobs. Yesterday I had this outrageous idea of changing my career completely, working with plants, learning how to cultivate the land, learning how to hunt, you know. It's an outrageous idea because for my entire life, all I knew of how to sustain myself is going to work, gaining capital, and then exchanging capitals for food at the supermarket, you know, saving up money, eventually buying a house, find a woman, getting married, and have children. But I look at my relationships in my life, and I look at my friend group, and now, I don't know, maybe it's just my mood at this current moment in time where there's a lot of changes in my life. I feel like I'm stuck with these people and I'm tolerating people rather than choosing people to be in my life, you know? It's a very selfish thing to think about, that somehow I am better than all the people and that I should only concern with things that benefit myself only, you know, like deleting my IDs and getting a new name and moving to a different place and meeting new people. That is a very selfish thing to do because of all of these relationships that I've managed to build over the year, and now I'm just cutting them out of my life in order to start a new life. It's a very selfish thing to do, and that is directly an effect of my fear of commitment. I fear committing to these people, my friends, my family, new relationships. I fear sharing myself completely with these people. And I fear that once I utter these words that came deeply from my soul, I become way too vulnerable, and I need to move away from these people in order to start again. start fresh again. Yeah, I don't know if anyone is feeling the same way. You know, like when you build all of these relationships in your life, when you get intimate with these people in your life, and now you're feeling like you're stuck with these people and you have to move away because you feel like you don't deserve love, you don't deserve intimacy, you know? You fear commitment because of some arbitrary traumas in the past or some stupid events that you can't really put a finger to it. I'm in a real predicament at the moment. I don't know how to get out of this. Anyways, that's what's on my mind. I really do hope that I will gain better understanding of this world and have better clarity with time. But yeah, that's what's on my mind at the moment. I just feel like cutting off everybody, starting fresh again, adopting a new identity, new name, speak a new language, change myself completely. I don't want to be held down to a place. I don't want to be stuck with a certain group of people. I don't want my ideas to stay the same. I don't know what's wrong with me. What is wrong with me? Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless. Don't think too much about this video. It's just what's on my mind at the moment. Thoughts and feelings do change. And I really do hope they will change soon. And I can gain better clarity of this world. Anyways, that's all for today. And I'll speak to you soon.